All right. So Moses, the most prolific prophet of the Old Testament. In Deuteronomy chapter 16 through 20, a prophecy you've never heard. You see, he prophesied everything from the Exodus to the millennial reign. And here's how. In Deuteronomy 16, he begins by telling them that they needed to remember the holy days of Passover, Pentecost, and Tabernacles. And the reason is because Passover is the one that kick-started everything, the Exodus. And Pentecost is a 50-day feast for 50 years. And the reason is because they wandered through the wilderness for 40 years and then spent the next 10 years conquering Canaan. And the reason for Tabernacles is because the whole thing was accomplished while they dwelt in tents. In the very next section, Moses tells them, whenever you enter the land, you'll appoint for yourself judges. And after they conquered, they appointed judges. And then the very next section is, you shall appoint for yourself kings. Because at the time, whenever the judges concluded, they go straight into kings. They appointed Saul. And from Saul to Zedekiah is the epoch and time of the kings. And then the next portion, Moses tells them that the Levites will lead the people. And they will help them avoid wicked customs while watching for a prophet like Moses. So you have those three sections: Levites, avoiding wicked customs, and watching for a prophet like Moses. You see, after the time of the kings, they went into Babylon, and then after 70 years, they were restored. And at that point, the Levites ruled. They never appointed another king. They didn't. And then whenever the Grecians came in, they tried to Hellenize all of Judah. And the Levites helped them avoid the wicked customs of the Grecians and the Gentiles. And then the very next part, the prophet like Moses, well, that's Jesus. And the next section is called refuge cities. And I'm not going to go into that because it's offensive. But you can rest assured that after the death and resurrection of Messiah, the whole house of Judah, Benjamin, Levi, and Judah, all had to take refuge in cities among the Gentiles, where Israel had been lost and scattered to 800 years earlier in 722 BC. And then in 1948, after World War II, they entered into the time that was called property boundaries. So refuge cities lasted 1,878 years. And whenever they were restored to the land, when Judah was restored to the land, Israel still lost. When Judah was restored to the land, that was whenever the time for property boundaries began, because they've been fighting over and struggling for the boundaries ever since. And no one knows how long these epochs are going to last. And the one that we're in right now is property boundaries. But the next section is called the law concerning witnesses. And yeah, it's the law that governs the time of the witnesses. And again, we don't know how long they are. And then the next portion is the law concerning war. And that's whenever Messiah comes and he treads the winepress alone. And that's kind of whenever the millennial reign begins. And so now you know the prophecy of Moses that no one's ever told you about. So I love you guys. Take care.